That belongs in a museum.
Medivh without just being insurmountably behind on the board, that can just start generating massive board swings, because if you're casting Dragonfire Potion, if you're casting Holy Nova, while you have Atiesh, you are not only eliminating your opponent's threats, but also generating a ton of board presence yourself.
All right, so Speed Bump Wolves being summoned to be Speed Bumps, while Rutgers is basically going to have to deal with them. Poly Montreal can be pushing damage if they choose to, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, this is a ooh, that was an incredible draw from Rutgers. The Wild Pyromancer means that Holy Nova clears off everything on the opposing side of the board except for the 7/7, which can be finished off by just the Darkshire Alchemist.
Yeah, that is very timely. And when you're dealing with one-offs, there's so many different tools, and it's so difficult to effectively evaluate whether or not your opponent has them just because of the nature of the deck. So that's very fortuitous for Rutgers, but this is going to be very bad news for Poly Montreal.
Yeah, this not only wipes out their entire board, draws a card because of the Cleric. You're going to be able to heal the Raza as well, draw another card, and all of a sudden, Poly Montreal's advantage on the board is absolutely gone, and Rutgers is firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we talked about Shaman coming into this, really kind of a shadow of its former self. Deep if all the orcs had died, and then the Rohirrim were like, oh, let's go outside and kill the rest of them.
That Wild Pyromancer was Gandalf showing up. He was, they
looked to the east.
Yeah. This
really is truly the role-playing desk. All right, well, a game. It's time for Medivh.
Yeah. And as Medivh says, he always wins. And
no cheating required this time.
No, not at all. This hand from Rutgers full of powerful spells, free from Amber plus Atiesh, a super powerful combo. That Bloodcell Corsair, that is just sad right now in the hand of Poly Montreal.
And yeah, just in case you play that pirate, I got a crawler for you.
Exactly.
I got that.
When your Singleton Priest deck draws every Singleton it needs, frankly, this game, that Cleric drew a bunch of extra cards.
Yeah.
So they've had the opportunity to dig for what they needed. They've killed 2 4-mana 7/7s. They have not drawn their single Shadow or Death. They've just ridden the power of their minions, frankly.
Yeah, briefly, we're going to take a step outside a very highly competitive collegiate tournament and onto Brian Kibler's stream as he's like, oh, what kind of crazy fun things can we do with Singleton Priest? Next turn, you could play free from Amber, discover a giant minion, make a giant minion through Atiesh.
It's not just sweet, it's good.
Ah, wow. That's the rare intersection when those kind of plays come together.
What are you trying to say? It's rare that my decks are good? Come on, man.
I mean, Brian, I'm just saying, I've seen you in that many. Well, no, the Red Bull event.
I literally won a tournament last weekend. Come on, man.
I said aside from that.
But now, ooh, how much damage can they do with this Hydra here? Gonna look for free from Amber. Finds Yasharaj and Deathwing.
I'm saying Yasharaj.
One of the interesting things is Yasharaj sometimes just gets you things out of your deck that you don't want to get. Frankly, here it doesn't really matter. The giant body of either of them is pretty likely to win the game. And, oh, Nozdormu, they're going to meme it up.
Okay, this is amazing. The crowd going wild.
They know they are in such a commanding position. They can take the Nozdormu for the memes and win the game.
Well,
I love it.
It's also just really good. You're not giving your any opponents any time to really plan out their plays.
And here they go. Double Jade Lightning does kill Nozdormu, but there's a giant Sandworm still on the board that can clear all of your minions and hit you in the face for 8.
Look at Rutgers. Rutgers is back in it, man. They looked a little bit sullen for just the tiniest moment, but now this is the style they like to play, and they're getting that confidence back, and it looks like they're going to force a final game after this one.
The Dragonfire Potion, no multi-attack for that Worm. 8 to the face, not a great 6, but you don't need it as Poly Montreal concedes, and we are going to a deciding game in a deciding set for this championship.
Yeah, it's all going to come down.